Very strange alliances were made this evening, and I was actually here for it.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Season 2, Episode 11 of Star. As I said, there were some strange alliances made this evening, and I am so here for it. You know what? I have to say, Star is picking up and getting really interesting. Star, I don't know. I'm kind of, it's crazy because I come in and I'm looking more forward to seeing Star than I am to seeing Empire. So, hey, that's a good thing for Star. It's a good thing for Star. Anyway, let's get into this. First of all, we come in here, we got Charles. And I made a mistake. That the Charles that was in question last week, that is Richard Roundtree. That is Ayana's father, who was actually going to be running the company and all of that. It's not Eddie. I was thinking Eddie Barker from Empire. So it's Charles, which is actually Ayana's dad. He's coming in to run his own company. So now we cleared that up. Okay, so he comes in shaking shit up, and he's just, you know, he's old sideways son of a bitch anyway. We know that from the door. He treats his own daughter like shit. Alex is being forced to go out on tour with Noah for 6 months. Flat out. Noah doesn't think he is ready to go out on tour, and Charles is like, shut up, get the album done, you're out of here in a month, you're leaving. So it is what it is, and I don't want to hear no bullshit. Do you want to make some money or not? Or you want to go on wherever? I was like, oh shit, okay. So that's going on. That's like a whole issue because, you know, Alex is the producer for the most part, and she's the large force of the writing for Take 3 and all of that. And Carlotta was so not here for it. Her and Maurice end up getting into it because he's like, trust me, I'm going to try to get Charles to go ahead and pitch Take 3 to be on the tour. And Carlotta's like, okay, because you just was kind of just standing there. And the girls was like, yeah, you just standing there not doing nothing. So it's being said now, like, Maurice, they don't trust Maurice. So like, he seemed like he just in it for himself. He don't really give a shit about us. And I'm like, at first I didn't kind of feel that way. But as we moved on, I was like, oh, I don't know. But anyway, okay, so next thing I know, Hael that slid in on Charles and saying, you know, what you actually need, you need to make it a whole male thing because males can fill the seats. Girl groups ain't really where it's at right now. It's the males that can fill a stadium because the females are coming out to see them. You need to put Angel and Andy on the tour. He says, okay. He says, well, this is what I'm going to do. Angel and Andy is going to have a sing-off for me against Take 3, and then I'll decide. He'll slide up on Charles afterwards and do some shit. He tells him, you know, he says to Hael, listen, I got something I want you to do. And if you can make this happen, then I'll put your boys on a tour. I said, well, ain't that a shit? That's a mess. But he did. He told it's some shady dealings that he wanted him to do that involved another label. And the ex-business partner's daughter was doing it. Didn't he whore Hael out, slid Hael up on that woman? And then when I seen her, I said, oh, no wonder he could do that. That bitch was horrible. She was just just horrible. The same way he was able to ease up, how Hael was able to ease up on Ayana, because you know he's a good fuck. So he didn't ease up on, but this bitch was ugly. Oh, that bitch was ugly. That bitch's face looked like a fist with a motherfucking wig on it. I said, ooh. But he eased up on her and slid that meat to her and got what he wanted done. And then sent Maurice in, and Maurice stole an artist from up underneath them. A mess. So that's what actually went down. all in all, they never even got to do the showcase, the sing off. He put the boys on, screwed the girls. I said, oh shit. So that caused a bunch of contention. It was a mess. Maurice basically just rolled over. And then we see Maurice Hayel, because they kept calling the tour. They were playing with the name of the men of what the hell's the name of their company? Whatever the hell the name of that damn company is. But it was the men of whatever that was. Midtown, the men of Midtown. And that's what they said. Oh, so I guess we're actually the men of Midtown. It was Charles, Maurice, and Hayel, and they toasted. I said, look at these three shady sons of bitches. Carlotta done cussed Maurice out. I said, you're done. You ain't getting no more of that coochie out of it. You can forget it. Angel had to slid up on Simone, and this is before this had even happened. Before that even happened. Angel slid up on Simone and told her, I know I seen you with that girl, and I know you liked that girl, but what was up? Because, you know, there's a little something between you and I. And Simone like, yeah, there is, baby. And Angel ran up in Simone's mouth, baby. I said, oh, okay, so that's the end of her lesbianism, honey. Because Angel's ready to give you some of that. I said, okay, girl. Next thing we know, we actually see Cotton taking out the garbage, and Omari done slid up on her and caught her and threatened Carlotta, and told her, you gonna go away with me, because I know your mother just got out the hospital and I hate to do something to her. I said, oh, this motherfucker is crazy. And Cotton saying, yeah, okay. I said, girl, don't you go nowhere with them, bitch. And he telling her, you know, I saved you in jail, and I don't want to hurt you, but you be making me hurt other people. That's some crazy as shit. Next, we end up with this whole thing between Noah and Alex. He just don't want to let it go. She's trying to let it go and leave it alone. Noah's like, I need you for this, I need you for that. Needs to stop. The whole thing, and Derek is just seeing the time. Derek is just so angry with Alex. He is so angry with her, and everybody's telling him she made a mistake. Please just let her, let her live. He's angry. He's angry, but he's doing good with himself, trying to do his little therapy and that. And at one point, he wasn't working the therapy out because he was too busy all in his head about Alex. And the lady told him, listen, it's just a waste of time. If you're not going to be all in, it ain't going to work, baby. You're not going to walk. So he had to let that go. I said, come on, Derek. Come on, get your woman back, honey, before Noah snatch her up. Anyway, Star, we keep seeing her she's going for walks at night. And I was laughing at her because she's sliding out of Miss Ruby's house, and there's Derek on the porch. She's going to say, you sure do like to ease out at nighttime. Don't you worry about what people say about you. I said, no, you ain't just call her a whore on the slide, Derek. Watch it. Gave her, girl, you're whorish. She is, but that's not the point. She ends up going down to this club, and she has this song that keeps running through her head. Guy's cute as hell, this little white guy. Cute boots, okay? And he got a little like in there for old Star. I said, yeah. I said, I've heard that somewhere. Good old Maddie said it one day. For some reason, men like that old whore pussy, and we know that is exactly what Star has, honey. He was all on it, honey. But she ended up going down there the second day and ended up sitting down and singing with him, saying this song was stuck in her head. We found out later on that the song is not just stuck in her head. It is an actual song. She didn't create it herself. It's her and Carlotta had to sit down, and Carlotta told her that song, that's not it's not just a song. The song isn't a dream. It's a memory. When your mother got found and OD'd and all of that, that song was actually playing on repeat on a component set the whole time. And that's why it was stuck in your head, because for like 2 weeks you didn't talk at all. All you did was hum that song. I said, oh, shit. So there's still this thing. Remember, the mother kept coming back to her and telling her, tell it, you got to tell it, you got to tell it, you got to tell it. And we're like, what is that? And that's what Carlotta's like, what is it that you're not remembering, or what is it that's not coming through? There's something that has to do with something. I said, oh, Lord. I said, okay. She said, I don't remember any of that. All I remember is Brody running out and leaving. So I guess the mother OD'd, and Brody ran and left to keep from being arrested. for the drug paraphernalia and whatever and whatnot. But I don't know what this whole flashback we're seeing her with this knife is about. So that's all real crazy. And it has something to do with Simone. I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, we end up also seeing Simone slide off. Well, just hold on to that. Hold that right there. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to move. And then I'm going to come back to that. Okay. The biggest alliance, I told you the three men of Midtown, that was a mess. But the other alliance that got put together that I was here for, that was like, oh my gosh. Carlotta sits down with Ayana and tells her, she says, you know, these men at Midtown played us. Your dad, Maurice, and Hael. They done played us. She's like, okay, girl. She's like, all right, so what you want to do? And she told her, she said about, they were speaking about Hael. She gonna say, I ain't never met a cokehead that could screw like him. But payback is gonna be a mother. So now we got Carlotta and Ayana that joined forces. I said, that can't be anything good. Oh my God. So the two of them are going to get their payback. Baby, Ayana went to see her dad and blackmail her dad, told her he talking about the sponsor for his tour. She said, I set up that whole tour thing with that sponsor before I left. I set that up. And you try to cut me out and I ain't going to make no money from it or nothing? That ain't going to happen, Daddy. So this is not going to happen. She said, because, see, that sponsor, she's one of those people that's part of that little Me Too movement because you touched her on the ass one time too many and said the wrong things to her. And I can actually get her to flip on you and fuck your tour up. So this is what we're going to do. You're going to put my girls on the tour too. Or ain't going to be no tour. I said, yes, Ayana. Yes. So that was that. Okay, so now, last thing. Omari, well, last couple things. Omari comes to pick up Cotton. He come to pick up Cotton. Oh, and before this, I had to go back again. Carlotta's sister, Brandy, she had a cousin that came through. He got his car parked across the street from Carlotta's. And they like, look, we're handling this because you with that bullshit. She's like, oh, no, I'm going to you with that bullshit. We're going to handle it, and you need to let us handle it and go sit your ass down somewhere, Carlotta, okay, with that punk shit. So that's that. So anyway, Cotton's getting ready to sneak off. Well, Marsh come out with her little luggage, and she's standing there. He comes up, and she's like, okay, and he's like, come on, let's go. You know, I told you, as long as you give me what I want, won't be no problems. Baby, next thing you know, 3 guys come up behind him, baby, and put a plastic bag over his head. I said, good night, Omari. Good night. Baby, they was taking him out, honey. He was struggling, and then Cotton told him, stop. Don't kill him. And she's like, kill him. Her aunt was, kill him, honey. Kill him. No, don't kill him. So they took the bag off his head, and she told him, now listen. She said, now I can have you killed, but I'm telling you, I don't want him killed. Just get out of here and don't come back around here no more. Don't come back. Don't come back. I said, I was so mad. And they let him go, and he took her, baby, and that's what it was Miss Bruce. Miss Bruce was out there with her. Baby, Miss Bruce told him, you take your fine ass and you get on out of here and don't come back around here no more. Your ass is going to be tore up. You understand? With your old fine ass. I said, oh, she's a mess, Miss Bruce. But he ran off. I was like, I don't like that. I don't like where that went. And his Cotton's just soft on it, and she does love him. That's where the problem is. She got that whole little twisted love thing for him. Bitch, he's going to come back for you, bitch. Just so you know. But whatever. I was like, oh, Lord. Okay, so he ran off. And that was that. At the same time that all this is going on, the mother, the sister, and Carlotta are down at the church. And they're singing. The mother that made them come down. And, you know, Carlotta's like, I got bad memories in this church. Shut up, Carlotta. Don't start that shit. Because you the one that was down there fucking the pastor. And the pastor flipped on you and tried to really do you and Cotton with the bullshit. So just shut up, because I ain't never really forgave you for that, Carlotta, bitch. So just shut up. But anyway, she's like, I don't want to take her. Patty said, get your ass over here behind this goddamn piano. We're going to sing like we used to. Baby, they was singing the church down. Queen Latifah, Brandy, and Patti LaBelle singing the church down. I said, come on through, lead. Singing the church down. But they were singing and all the shit was going on. So the shit with the setup for Amari was going on while they were singing. Simone then went and married Angel. She doing whatever she got to do to keep herself out of juvie. Because, you know, this whole thing, you know, she married him. That's it. Now he's her guardian. I said, Lord have mercy. So that's that. And here she didn't even have to do it because they had already done did it. But it's too late now. But they don't know yet. And then the last thing that came up, baby Arlene's sister was on the news. They had found Arlene's body. And the next thing you know, how you'll look over, baby, and Brody's back. Brody's like, hey, we got a problem. I said, oh, shit, and there we go. So I'm telling you, Star is good. This is got, ooh, this Star is something else, honey. So, yeah, I'll catch y'all next week. Later.